Okay, hopefully this recording works. The last one I did didn't. Welcome back, everybody, to call 42 of 2025 with myself, Mike DiMuccio, and Dave Rolfe, um, who are co-hosting Aligning with Success. And as the name suggests, it's about bringing alignment to your thoughts, feelings, and actions concerning progress and success in unique in business. Now, as we like to first and foremost introduce or meet any new introductions, does someone have someone they would like to introduce us to? There's a few new people on the line, so I'm not sure if the person who invited you is on the call yet. Anyone like to introduce somebody? Otherwise, I'll just pick at them. Okay. Well, Roya, you're the first name that I saw come up that seems new to me. Are you there?
Are you with me?
Yes.
Yes, yes,
Roya?
yes. Yeah, I am Roya. Hi.
Hello, Roya. Where are
Okay.
you from, Roya?
I'm from Vancouver, Canada.
All right, BC.
Yes, that's right.
Excellent. And you were invited to this call by?
Well, I am, what do you call it? Yeah, like I'm a member. I'm
Okay,
not a
so
guest.
you are a Nikan consultant. No,
Yes,
no,
that's right.
I realize that. This call is actually for consultants, even if you are a guest. Our conversations are based on the fact that you have enrolled. But I guess this is your first time attending this call.
Yes, that's right.
How did you hear about it?
I was getting emails all the time. I'm getting emails, but
Probably from Nikan.
that's right. And then, well, I haven't been coming to the meetings, but then last week I tried once to see how things are, and I really liked it. So now I'm gonna come.
Fantastic. Well, we're happy to have you.
Thank you.
Dave, you're better at this than I. Any questions you would like to have maybe Roya share with us a little bit about herself?
Yeah, I guess from the standpoint of somebody that's been around but just decided to get going, did you make a decision to do something?
Yes. Um, I like to I had the consultant like this I paid for it a couple of times so far, and I bought the products for myself. Like I have the pie make for the water, and I really like it. I enjoy it, and I just buy stuff for myself. But like selling it to people, no, I haven't done it.
Okay. And do you have any aspirations or thoughts as to what you would like this to do for you?
Well, I'm curious to know because I have also read about it that some people are really successful in it. And yeah, I like to know, like honestly, to get more familiar with it. But market in BC or in Canada is very different from US. That's what I think it is. So that's why people are not really open to new things.
Well, Roya,
Yeah,
I'm in Toronto.
Oh,
I'm
you
here.
are?
I am, yeah, and I would be happy to have this conversation, explore this with you, even off this call. So, if you want to take my phone number down.
Sure.
You know what? I'm going to type it into the chat so that it's not public record. So now I'm getting all kinds of phone calls. So here, I'm going to write it in the chat, my
Okay.
number.
Okay.
Okay. So if you want to reach out to me, we
Sure.
can we can go over this. What I might recommend, and that's Mike. What I might recommend is if you're available tomorrow at 8 o'clock, the same Zoom link.
Mm-hmm.
Tomorrow at 8, there is a presentation which is an overview of Nikan. Have you been on that one yet? Balanced Life, Happy Life?
No, I haven't been in any meetings.
Okay, so
Yeah.
this one would really help you learn a little bit about how we convey the message of Nikan, sort of the whole picture.
Mm-hmm.
It's a presentation of that. I'm not sure who's hosting tomorrow night, but you'll meet some more of us on the line.
Okay.
Same Zoom channel, same time. And it's about a 20 to 30 minute presentation, but it really gives you a full picture. And I think that would help you get a feel for what you might want to do with this. And then when you and I talk,
Mm-hmm.
then we can go into that further.
So 8 p.m.
8 p.m. Same Zoom channel as this one. Same how you got onto this one. Same time tomorrow night.
Oh, it would be 5 on my time then. Okay,
Yeah, yeah,
that's
yeah,
right. Okay, sure. Yeah,
yeah.
definitely.
Dave, any more questions?
Michael, Michael, I'm still here, and we have this young lady. What is your name, dear? Sarah. Sarah. Sarah has been serving this whole team this evening. So she started out with a wonderful ABC, and the water coming out of the waterfall that Elaine has to take home, she's going to have, and we'll work on her. And the person that's going to be her sponsor is one of Elaine's Silvers, and she was the one that probably helped Elaine get to gold. So we have a whole new resurrection out of what happened here tonight. And so who's ever
Fantastic.
hanging around can watch whatever you're going to do. But I wanted to reintroduce you. So we need to support our collaborative team. And the hall that I have is not far from the center of it all, where Elaine works. So we'll be
That's
able to plan
amazing.
that big event.
Amazing. Just an
Wait, I
FYI,
can't
that
hear you. So
they're
let me see if I can.
they're
Okay.
coming in from a live event, which was a memorial service for Elaine Connolly, who was a longtime friend and colleague of ours. And so they just had a memorial and they did it live with Zoom as well. And they're now plugged into this call. So welcome. Thank you for joining.
Yeah, and also,
And I look forward to hearing more about the those who are with you there, Madeline. I know Leo's got his hand up, but I just want to get back before we jump away. Dave, did you have any more questions for Roya? And then we'll.
No, but what I wanted to kind of create was a theme here that the key to building this business is to find out what other people need and want based on what we do and what we represent. And the key to then understanding that is to, understand the opportunity, understand the products, understand the philosophy. And then when you're out and about talking to people and you're asking questions, then you can kind of match that to the various things that we're involved with.
Thank
And
you.
Roya, we have some other teammates on the Zoom here from BC. Paul Gabios and Mary Ellen Gabios. They're in the interior, and Maggie is in Vancouver, where you are,
Mhm.
who's a diamond on this call. So there's ample support to help you get your footing on this and help you make some decisions about how you want to proceed.
Fantastic. Thank you.
Excellent. So maybe Maggie, make note of Roya, and maybe you guys can chat on the chat and exchange some information as well. But Roya, you have my number now, right?
I'll
Sure.
put my number in the chat for her.
Okay. Okay.
Right.
Send me a text and we'll follow up. But definitely plug into tomorrow. Maggie, do you know who's presenting tomorrow?
Michelle and Madeline.
Oh, perfect. So you'll have another Canadian presenting, Michelle Kowalchuk from
Manitoba.
northern Manitoba, and Madeline, who's in Ohio. So are you in Ohio or are you you're still in Ohio, right? Yeah. Okay, good. All right, Leo, let's jump over to you.
Yes, Roya, Leo from Frenchman from Quebec. I'd like to introduce to you my new consultant. She don't speak English, Dr. Mylène Sauvé. She's on the line. I signed her. She's there last week. And the new consultant, welcome, Mylène. She don't.
I see her. Okay. Hello,
Yes.
Milene.
Hello. I speak a little bit.
Just enough to understand hello.
That's it, yeah. I understand everything. It's just when I'm talking, it's something else.
Very nice to meet you, Milene.
Yeah, nice to meet you. It's only since Sunday night that,
She's received a necklace today.
yeah.
Okay.
And
So
after
you-
this Zoom, I have another meeting with a couple from Gatineau. She probably new consultant again for the next week.
Fantastic. Congratulations. Mylène, you are where in Quebec?
Not too far from Montreal,
Oh, nice. Okay, good.
like maybe 20 minutes from Montreal.
Well, Leo knows I really like Montreal and I would like a reason to come back to Montreal. So maybe you can work with Leo to start a team.
Yeah.
We work hard.
Fantastic. Dave, any questions?
No, because my French is terrible, so I don't make a fool of myself.
But you're a former Canadian, weren't you forced to learn how to speak French?
Up until grade 6, and then it stopped. So they're bang, gone.
Oh, well, I'm going to ask Mylène, what did you like most about your introduction to Nikan?
Just
Est-ce que
Leo,
vous...
just Leo. You know, I know Leo since a lot of
She-
years now.
She know me about 10 years ago.
Wow. So
So just for Leo, you know. Just,
well,
but
he's
for
a,
the water, it's for the water
okay.
actually.
She's like a
Okay.
waterfall. I'm attract her with the waterfall first because she's always an energy. She's always for the good health, you know. And I
Okay.
talked with her last week about waterfall. She can't make a business with that. I said, fine, I'm in. And I signed
Wow.
up. Yeah.
I don't know if I say it right, but it's kind of naturopath. So I know
Yes.
so that we use the good food to and the good water and like everything that it's not the water from the
Yeah.
that you drink
Do,
from the
do you know any other naturopaths?
other one.
Do you know other people who are naturopath?
Yeah, a little bit.
Non, il t'a
Maybe you
demandé
can.
si tu connaissais d'autres. Il
Ouais,
t'a
ouais, mais
demandé
No.
si tu en
ouais.
connaissais d'autres.
Yes, I know them. I know few, but I don't know. I don't have their contact.
Oh,
But
well, hey, that's a good thing to start looking for some other naturopaths. Good idea. Thank you, Mylène. Well, I'm
Just
sure
finish
we'll be
mine.
learning more. Yes.
The couple I met just after this Zoom,
Yes.
perfectly bilingual, but be ready for Thursday night.
Okay. Be ready for Thursday night. Dave, that one is going to be yours. You're going to have to handle that, and I'll tell you offline why, because it's private. Um,
Well,
so
I'm
Anya.
going to be in Europe, so I don't know if we'll have a third.
Oh, okay.
So,
So Leo, we may have to change the Thursday night, this Thursday night. There's an exception. I'm not sure I will actually be able to be on at 8. I will
Okay.
try, but I can't be sure because it's not up to me.
Okay.
And I just, there's something I have to go through. Anya.
Hey there. I am so excited to introduce you to Andy and Marianne from Florida. And for anybody that's clicking in tonight and just kicking the tires on Nikan, don't worry, you do not have to have an accent to build Nikan. We've heard from a lot of international people. It's just a bunch of great people coming together, and we had an amazing three-way call on Saturday with Andy and Marianne, and they just became executives. They're super excited in re-looking at Nikan and building and getting some help with their health and introducing their community. But maybe they'd like to say a few words
Well,
themselves.
we'd love to hear from them.
yeah,
Hello and
absolutely.
welcome, Andy and Marianne.
Well,
hello there.
nice to be here.
Fantastic. Well, welcome to Nikan and
It's
in our community.
well, glad to be here. It's
Yeah.
been quite a few years. We were actually in Nikan 15 years ago.
Mhm.
Oh,
And
wow.
if I had stuck with it like you did, I might have been in your position because I was probably only 23 when we were in. That's been a few years. I went silver, did the silver training. Of course, my parents, because my dad passed away a little over 5 years ago. But they were doing pretty well and training, got the car.
Thank you.
Yeah, they ended up getting the car payments and we had a lot of things going on, and then things just kind of, fell apart with different things with these type of businesses. And
We,
as far as what at the
we had 3 deaths.
Yeah, well, I
to
said
that
some
was,
things happened, yeah.
that
Yeah,
really
life
hit
can
us hard.
definitely throw some curves.
Yeah, it really did.
And then we just been kind of had come up with some issues I've been having health wise. And I was thinking about the magnets, and she was actually at the same time with a bunch of friends that she has down here, and thought, what the heck? And I got to tell you, since we got in, which we got through to Anya by two other people that never got back to us. When we were going through, we were looking for distributors. We called everybody else who was in with us. We couldn't find anybody. So we ended up popping in with her, and she called and said,
that.
Well, that's fantastic, but
Yeah,
that's sad. It's sad to think that even if somebody's out there trying to find a Nikan consultant,
Yeah.
they
I
can't
know.
find it. We're too few to mention. But this is
Yeah,
the
but-
good
You-
news.
you
That's
know-
actually the good news.
Yeah.
And it's
Welcome back.
actually
Welcome back.
Thank you. We
Thank you
appreciate it.
so much.
it is how providence moves. And I know, Mike, you talk a lot about this in your trainings, and we talk about this in humans being more training. You don't always have to know the details of how you get there. You have to make a decision that yes, you want to do it, and put a timeline on it, and then you put legs under your goals. You and I just spoke the other day, and we've been reconnecting, and I've been really making a decision. I want to do this Nikan business, and I put it out so strong, doing my intention and doing the action, and all of the sudden these amazing two people show up in my life.
And we're happy
boy,
to.
We're happy to be in your life. I'll tell you that.
you know, let that all be a lesson to you, because you just heard truth,
Really?
guys. When you put intention out there
Yes.
like that, it's going to come back. It's going to attract to you what you're putting out. So intention is the magnet to creation.
Mhm.
And a lot of people are kind of on um, cruise control. They're just going wherever the
Right.
car's taking them. A
Yeah.
little bump in the road, and it shifts the car a little bit, and it's, oh, well, I guess that's where the car's going now. And instead of taking the wheel and designing your life, creating your intention, and attracting the things that will take you where you want to go, I think very, very important. I'm so happy to see that happen. And Andy and Marianne, please feel welcome to all the calls. We have a beautiful system of calls to get people up to speed on Nikan and learn about. There's many aspects to Nikan, as you know now, Andy. You got your car payments at one point in time, so there's a business here.
Yeah.
And
Mhm.
and let me just share with you something you would already see if you went to some of the other presentations, just to remind everybody of why it is that you're having a hard time finding a Nikan consultant. Because in the 35 years we've been doing business in North America, we've only penetrated 1.25% of the market. Only 1.25%. So that's like 1.25 people out of 100 people. So you struck gold when you hit Anya, because you probably didn't call 100 people, but you found her.
Yes, we
And
did.
and that means there's a good 98% of the population who've never heard of it. But what's interesting too is, of the 1.25% of the market that has heard of us, they're mostly 87% are mostly people 61 years of age and older.
Mhm.
So we've only touched a small percent of the whole population, and the majority of that is people 60 plus. So imagine if you're under 60 and you're learning about this, if you're under 50
Yeah.
and you're learning about it, under 40, how many of those people, A, are looking for an opportunity, B, really do care about their health, or right now coming into some type of health challenge and they're looking for a better way. And so what's missing is the voices out there telling them about us. And that's why we need more people to join the team. And Anya and I were talking last week about a really strategic launch of the Florida area as a starting point. So good call. Welcome.
Good.
We just got our products in today, and I've been on the phone calling all my friends because there's a lot of old people down here. And they're
You're
all
Florida.
hurting. I know that. So I've
And they
got
all have grandchildren.
Yeah.
Right.
So I've got like Thursday, I'm going to have about 10 people, some of my women lady friends, and we're going to let them try those products and
The new product,
business.
yeah, the new products are amazing to what we had
I
when we
told
were
you.
in.
Yes.
It's crazy.
My
Awesome.
Yeah.
my big question is, what do you do with people that have pacemakers?
You,
What?
you let them try the products. If they're alive right now with the pacemaker,
Yeah.
then those pacemakers are by design magnetically shielded. I think the
Oh.
last time that was like 1975. After 1975, all pacemakers that were being built were being magnetically shielded because
Oh, great.
yeah, because otherwise, I mean, you could be walking on the other side of a wall with a transformer on the other side and not even know it, and your pacemaker goes wacky because
Right.
you walk. But so that's been fixed. So
Oh,
yeah, that's
good.
I know we have we there's things that we say like your first trimester of pregnancy and so forth.
Yes.
I mean, it doesn't matter what health business you're in, you
Right.
always have these precautionary statements. But at the end of the day, I conceived three children on a Niken magnetic system. I have absolutely no issue with magnets and infants and whatever.
Good.
My first distributor who signed up was a man with a pacemaker, and he wanted to show everybody that it didn't hurt him. So he took the mag boy and he would mag boy his
Oh
heart.
my gosh.
Point made, I guess.
Did not happen, did not hurt him.
Well, that
So
helps. That makes me feel better.
yeah, yeah. So good,
Okay.
good stuff. All right. Well,
Right.
is there anybody else who wants to introduce anyone else before we move on? Okay, let's move on. Dave, I don't have a set schedule of things to talk about, but let me just remind everybody, if you're new to the call, this is call, what did I say, 42, I think. That means there's 41 calls before this call that's been recorded, and they're all available on our Zoom channel. You can go to the Royal Alliance Zoom channel, or excuse me, YouTube channel, the Royal Alliance YouTube channel, and there's a playlist called Mike and Dave. And you can watch the Aligning with Success with Mike and Dave, and pick up on some of the stuff that we've already talked about. And I can tell you what we've talked about is soup to nuts. It's like mastery of building a huge network marketing business. We've pretty much tackled every issue that comes up in building a network marketing business, particularly in Niken. So if you're looking for a podcast type thing that you can play while you're driving or cooking or whatever, go to the Royal Alliance YouTube channel and use our podcast, our live meetings like this one. And we do cover a lot of ground, and you're going to get some great insights, hear some interesting stories, and so forth. I want to also mention that we have a new owner and CEO of Niken, and the shift in energy since he's taken ownership and the helm is palatable, and he's investing a lot of money in making Niken and ensuring Niken's next 50 years, starting with the addition of our new AI, our IT, and our new AI technology. And there's tremendous work being done every day. Now you can get coaching on how to use this very simple tool. In fact, maybe we'll hear a story from somebody on how to use this to get the word out. And I'm not a huge presence on social media. I never have been. I just sort of do network marketing the traditional way. But there's a lot of people taking to social media to get the word out. And right now, we really need to get the word out. So it's not a bad idea. My son's become a superstar in social media because he's doing that. So learn from those weekly calls, or excuse me, those daily calls, if you want to learn how to turn your phone and your Facebook profile or your Instagram profile or your LinkedIn profile, turn it on and start getting some attention to learn more about you. There's another thing that we have is we have a new shopping cart. How many of you are really digging the new shopping cart? right?
I'm gonna you said hey Dave, and then all of a sudden you keep
Sorry.
on
No,
talking.
I want to come back to you, Dave. I just wanted to get the announcements kind of
I'm
stuff.
just joking with you.
Yeah, yeah, no, seriously. I do want to get back to you. So yeah, the new shopping cart is online as of last week or the week before. There's no hiccups. That's a first. We've had new IT over the years. It's never been without its problems. But yeah, this seems to be working out really nice. So we're being positioned for a very productive and attractive future, especially attractive to a younger generation. And before Bela, do you have a testimonial that you want to share? I want to get over to Dave.
I just wanted to say I found the hiccup.
Oh, you found it. You're the one person who found the hiccup. But how fast did it get solved? Is it
It
solved
hasn't
yet?
been yet. It will be.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
All right, Dave, talk to us.
Okay. Well, you know what's really exciting and very motivating. I've been in the business as you guys know for a long time, and
No, not everybody knows that, Dave. Some people are brand new.
okay, so I've been involved with Nikon since 1990 is when I first started, so a few years, and then I got in network marketing in 1975 with the big Amway, and so I've had lots of experience. I've had ups and downs, sideways, backwards, forwards, you name it, I've experienced it. But what's really exciting about right now is we're in the same environment. It's a perfect storm because there is so much turmoil out in society. People are struggling in many different directions. Now, this makes it like it's like shooting ducks in a barrel, so to speak. It's almost anywhere you go and talk to somebody, you can find something that's ruining their life right now. It could be a job, it could be where they're living, where they're working, their economy, their investments, whatever the case may be. And Negan has always been, since it's been around, a solution to life issues by presenting information to people that they can utilize to better their lives and, et cetera, et cetera. And there are a number of things. Now, I got involved, I didn't get involved because of the product. I got involved because of what the product did to a number of people. And what I saw was an entrepreneurial view of, if that many people like this product, then there's something here. And therefore, my job is to get this in front of as many different people as I possibly can and build it that way. So right now, what Nikon's doing is really quite remarkable. And to back up what Michael said about Luis and the new direction of you've got these activities that are getting distributors to do things on a regular basis, to get out there and communicate, to find people to talk to plug them into a system. And then you've got the AI, which is a promotional activity, which is going to get you out there. And what's really interesting, I've been playing around with this AI machine, and it's one of those things that you create your identity for who you are, and you're going to attract the attention of those people that are like-minded to the message that you put out there. And I work with a girl in another area, and and she's got now a following of 12 million people. And what she did was teach young girls how to take care of their face and clean themselves and, look pretty, do their hair. And it's like she's on there all the time. And it's just basic stuff, but it was the same message continuously put out there. And now she's got this incredible following and she's becoming an influencer and et cetera, et cetera. So the idea of the social media works. The thing is consistency, and it's again going to come back to what Michael and I have been trying to communicate for the last 35, 40 lessons that we put out there is, you make the decision, and now I think it was Ange said, and you get to get the legs under your decision and you got to run with it and you got to build it. And the more you know and understand about what you're doing, the easier it is to maneuver in and out of society and with people. And, we had a recap a couple of weeks ago or a week ago about the Brooks, was it the Richard Brooks event? And he put out a datum there that it's basically 1 out of 7 people might be in a position to look for an opportunity. Therefore, if you don't talk to 7 people, you might miss out on finding somebody that wants the opportunity. So if we don't do enough of an activity, then we're going to be susceptible to, making it or not making it. If we do in excess of what we do, then we're going to be assured. I do mentoring calls and I do training, and that's my specifics. I like to teach business and the compensation plan. And I was doing a call this past week, and the person started to get into the finance, was, really getting into the compensation, and decided to ask somebody about, totally just out of the blue, if they, needed to talk about money. And instantaneously they said yes. Instantaneously says yes, we're in trouble. Instantaneously said we're behind the 8 ball. And these were somewhat affluent looking apparent people in today's world. And the one lesson that I probably learned, oh, I can't tell you how many years ago, but many, many, many years ago, was you never know the circumstance of the person that's in front of you. And they may look great, they may talk great, but until you start communicating and asking questions and, digging a little bit, you're never going to find out. And and it's like the reverse just happened to Ange this week, where we got Andy comes along and he's looking for a distributor. He can't find one, and he keeps going and he talked to people. Andy, I had that same thing happen to me in Colorado. A gentleman in Colorado, when it first started, Nikan, called the company. And the company gave him three distributors to reach out to, and one was me, and 2 others didn't get back to him. I got him. I owned Colorado. I mean, I had the all of Colorado, all the distributors. Julie Tarr came from Colorado.
No
Gordon
kidding.
Williams gave Royal Diamonds after Royal Diamond,
Oh my.
and the fortunes in the follow-up. So again, what Deacon is promoting and presenting is giving everybody the opportunity to put their nose to the grindstone and to get out there and communicate the message. And then what Michael and I have put together is the training and the education on what can be in those messages. Your job is to learn what to do so that you can get out there and pass it on to other people. About 3 or 4 weeks ago, Michael and I were saying, well, we got the same people coming on our call every week. Same people, same people. We need to change things up. And what we decided to do was we decided to play a game. And the game is this call is to invite another person. So like next Monday night, we want all of you to bring a new person on the Zoom call, introduce them into the family, and let's watch our family grow, because the key to our future success and our 500 million goal a year coming up by 2030 is going to be through lots of people. And the more people that we get on the call, it's kind of like, remember the story, The 100th Monkey? And the scientists were studying monkeys on an island, and they would take their coconuts off the tree and they would take them down to the ocean and they'd wash them. And this was unique to one island in the Pacific. And then after a few decades, all of a sudden, at another island in another area of the ocean where there was no communication, nothing, the next group of monkeys started to wash their coconuts in the water. And they call it the 100th monkey theory. And the more people that get involved with it, the more that 100th monkey theory can take place. So what we want to do is fill up the Monday night calls with as many new people that you introduce them, get them excited about this. So the new people come in and we can throw in a tidbit. We can introduce them to the past 40 calls. We can turn them on to the Tuesday night, Wednesday night, Thursday night calls, and get them involved and let them know that there's a real support system that's available to all of us. And all of our success is going to be based on our individual successes combined. And this is very important. So anyway, to all the new
Great.
people that are on the call tonight, congratulations, welcome. We look forward to you bringing your folks on here. And if you have questions, raise your hand, pick that little button that puts the hand up there, and we'll answer them or direct you in the right place. And that's my message for tonight.
Perfect. Excellent. I got notes. Critical mass, the 100th monkey. We're going to get back to that. I would just first want to say good evening, Dana. We see a new person just learned how to use Zoom on this call. Dana McFarland is now on the Zoom and has reactivated his silver ship and is having trouble finding other people in Nikan to connect with locally. Dana, where are you coming in from? Maybe you can chat it up or unmute and let us know where are you in the world that you'd like to make contact. And of course, this call is one place where you can meet these people. So feel free to share your info however you find it convenient. So that's what's happening. Oh, so he's in the San Francisco Bay Area. Do we have anybody here on the call in the San Francisco Bay Area?
Oh my God.
Gee.
That's moi. That's me.
That's Dave. So Dana, maybe you can
I
share
think
your
I know Dana. If he's reigniting a distributorship, I think this will go back a bit. But anyway, I'll put my number in the chat and you can give me a call.
Excellent. Perfect. So what's happening here, especially for those of you who are new, is exactly what Dave's talking about. It's about achieving critical mass. There's something that's very unique and common about the Niken family. We are not the norm. We have already gone outside the box when it comes to health and wellness. We've gone outside the box when it comes to business opportunities. We demonstrate courage and conviction. We are like-minded in that we have a purpose and a passion for people. We put people first. While we acknowledge that we have unique and incredible products that we want everybody to have the benefit from, we also are beings that require connection. And so this call is an opportunity for us to do just that. And we have a series of calls, as Dave mentioned. Each call is designed to add a new dimension to that connection. So this call is more interactive, more focused on training, typically business. You'll see all the previous calls were there was lessons on each call. And the Tuesday night call is an overview of Niken. If you haven't seen it, Balanced Life, Happy Life, check it out. The overview of Niken helps you pick up the language of what it is that we're communicating, what makes us us in the world and valuable at this time. And then Wednesday night is, again, a little bit more interactive because it's based on product experiences. So if you want to connect with the community, share a story, hear a story, have somebody that you want to have hear stories, that's Wednesday night. It's all on the same channel, all at the same time. Thursday night is by invitation. So we invite you to connect with myself or Dave. We have a specific chat group for those who've set goals for the month. So if you're in that chat group, it's called the We Accelerate chat, and it's always the name changes per month. So it's We Accelerate October is the WhatsApp group right now, and you can join that group if you have set a written goal for the month. So coming up in November, you want to join that chat. You've got to have a written goal for the month of November. We're just helping people nudge them along in their activities to achieve goals on a monthly basis where that's concerned. But we also make ourselves available Thursday night to do a special call for the guests that you have asking questions about the income, the compensation. We call it the Show Me the Money call. So if you've got somebody who's interested in the Show Me the Money call, that's the call to invite them to once they've had an overview of Niken. And that's also at this time. Now, given this Thursday, Dave's traveling and I may not be available. If I am, I will be online, but I can't promise. So with that in mind, we may have to
Just push it to the next week.
Yeah, we'll push it to the next week. So those are a sequence of calls. Niken has a monthly call as well. And I want to focus this on this too. And we are gearing up for live events. In other words, we're people that are social. We want to have local wellness previews, what we used to call them. I don't care what you call them today, but basically live events that you can come with a guest and experience this level of communication and interaction in person. One of the things that Nikan does better than anybody in the business is we have products that can be demonstrated. They can give people immediate results, and there's nothing more convincing and nothing more compelling than a demonstration. So if you want to really get your business flying, consider opening up your house or partnering up with somebody in your local area, Nikan, and start doing some live events. And for those of you in the Toronto area, get out to me because I'm gearing up to launch a tour for live events. I wanted to get back to this idea of critical mass, and the other thing that Dave you mentioned was what came up to mind was face the fear. The fear that we may have to share Nikan. There may be a resistance or a fear that we have to share with people. And that's only because you may be emotionally tied to the outcome. You may be validating yourself based on how other people react, or you may be validating your decision to do Nikan based on how other people react. And if we understand the numbers, that's a losing proposition. Because if it takes 7 contacts to find one who's really interested, and you gave up on number 6 because you couldn't handle more than 6, you know, let's just call it what it is, people who are not too cool, then you would have missed. And so it's important to build a little bit of tough skin on this and realize that it's not about you. It's not about you. You've already made your decision. You've already made up your mind. And if you stay with that decision and you keep that intention clear, the law of attraction, the laws that govern reality work regardless. They work according to intention. So don't change the intention. And I often say, don't change the goal, change the strategy. Keep the goal the goal. And if you don't achieve it this month, that's okay. You'll still keep it the goal. Maybe you'll achieve it next month. That's okay. You still keep the goal because the strategy will automatically start adjusting itself. So
And
it's
what's so
really
wonderful about now, Michael, is that there are so many people that fit what we want. It's you just have to get out there with the right message and talk to as many people as you possibly can and plug them in.
and the more plugged in you are to this community, the more confidence you're going to have because you're going to see there's other people. And not only that, but you're going to start to realize we do have a certain vibe. We are a certain kind of tribe, and we're looking for more people who vibe with us. We don't want to drag people in. We want to have fun, and having fun means people of like mind. The best parties are the one where everybody's having fun and partying. So we want to invite people to join the party, so to speak. And so if we're inviting enough people, then you're going to find some people who are reacting in a favorable way, which is what we're seeing on this call. So just keep that in mind that we will hit a point where we hit critical mass. There is a number in the business, it's very well known that critical mass happens at a certain point where it goes, you hit the bend in the knee. It's like it's a slow build, slow chain. Like you win some, you lose some, you get 2 people, one quits. It's slow, and then all of a sudden you get that critical mass, and it just starts to go crazy. It's typical of this type of a business. It's typical because it's a mathematical certainty. Consistency and compounding will lead to the bend in the knee. And so that bend in the knee, that critical mass will cause this call and others like it to explode. We're not there yet. We're really ramping up. And so this is the point where you want to get busy. This is the point where we're looking at November and December as a precursor to an official launch in January 2026. So we come out of this year with bells on, launching into January. So there's special activities that Nikan is doing and promotions that Nikan is doing that will enable us to really put fuel onto the fire for November and December. And there's one right now as well happening in October. I hope some of you took advantage of the double PV Wednesday, first Wednesday of the month, second Wednesday of the month. So Everything is pointing in one direction, up. Everything is pointing up. And I can tell you, having been in Nikken for, like Dave, over 30 years, it's not always like that. It's not always that way. There's changes, there's things that come and go, ebbs and flows and whatnot that can affect our outcome. But the one thing that's been consistent with Nikken is Nikken. No matter what, they'll figure it out. No matter what. A quick story, and then we'll wrap up here with maybe some Q&A or what. When I launched Nikken in Canada back in 92, 91, 92, our first month was a rocket. But apparently we pissed some people off because they complained to the governing bodies here, and Health and Welfare Canada was what they were called then, shut us down in the third week of business. Shut Nikken down in Canada. Now, I'll tell you, immediately I lost half of my team because they just thought, oh, okay, here's another one of those things, right? But half of us, because of the conviction we had, A, of the products, because we all know what they did for us, and B, the fact that this company was origins from Japan, we knew they don't mess around. They're the kind of company that gets things sorted out. So we just knew they're going to figure it out. They'll figure it out and we'll be around. What we did in the meantime was we just kept going. We had meetings where people couldn't order any products. We had meetings where we actually had products ordered to Buffalo, then we'd drive to Buffalo and bring them across the border. We did what we had to do to keep the engine running because we had faith that Nikken would figure it out. And they did. Imagine that. There were people who got started when I got started, but quit because they couldn't see the light. They didn't have the faith that this would work out. Well, there's something to be said about that, and that Nikken sorts it out. So no matter what, they've sorted it out, and we're now at a point where I am super excited because I strongly feel all the ingredients, the recipe is like perfect. It's the thing that I joined, why I got involved in Nikken in the first place. I saw something that had light. It had light, and the world was needing light. And I got excited, and I saw other people get excited, and I saw products deliver impact, and it just made it meaningful work. It wasn't just work, it was meaningful work. And that's what I'm feeling right now. I'm feeling that vibe of meaningful work, purposeful work, that we are all here at this moment in time, at the right place, at the right time, with the right vehicle to accomplish something that has never been accomplished before. As good as we've been, I know we're not a household name yet, and I know we ought to be. So that's where we're going next. Nikken becomes a household name. What do you think?
And the way we're going to do that is next week. Just imagine we've got 26 people on the call tonight, that if we all brought somebody next week, we'd have 52.
So there's the number.
52.
Next week, 52.
There we go.
Right. Let's just do it because we can.
Yeah,
We
absolutely.
just do it because we can.
That's right.
We create because we were given the ability to. Right.
Now, this time next week, Michael, I'll be in Lisbon in Portugal. And so I'll try and get on the call, but if not, you're going to have to handle it.
All right. I appreciate that, Dave. Have a great trip to Lisbon. Hopefully we hear from you, but if we don't, we know where you are, and
Yep.
having a
I'll
good
wave
time,
my
I'm
flag.
sure. All right, folks. Is there any questions
and
before we wrap up?
Toronto's playing Los Angeles tonight in game 3, my friend.
I know. It was a tough one. It was a tough one the other night to swallow, but that pitcher, my God, that guy had them down.
Yeah.
So he had their number.
Yeah.
Closed our bats.
I'm quietly rooting for Toronto for you.
Oh, thanks, buddy. So anybody have any questions before we wrap? Anything you'd like to know about, focus on, anything?
I'll just say, Dave, it doesn't have to be quietly rooting for Toronto. You can be as loud as you want.
Yeah, that's true.
This is like the first time the whole country's been behind a team. Like we got the entire country of Canada behind this baseball
Yeah.
team.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I don't see any questions. I want to welcome again everyone who joined. Like I said, there are calls that we've done that there's a little bit more meat on the bone when it comes to business building techniques and so forth. Please feel free to go to the Royal Alliance YouTube channel. Look up the playlist with the aligning with success, the name of this call with Mike and Dave, and you'll hear a series of calls that really will open you up to the business ins and outs. And definitely come back for more, bring some people. Let us help you excite other people. And yeah, that's it for me tonight. Thanks,
All right.
Dave.
Thank
Thanks,
you,
everybody
Michael.
joined. Thanks to the new people who joined the team.
Thank you
Love to
for
see
everything.
See
you.
you all next week.
See you next week.
Thank you.